Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new talk show in the future, the GMo SHow, starring your host, GMo. Tonight's guest star. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, GMo.
Welcome back to the GMo Show, everyone. And again, I am your host, GMo. On my website, I stated that we only work for pizza. So to back that statement up, I have Pizza 101 on this show with Mr. Zak Steele, known as ZZ Zak. How you doing, Zeko?
So far, so good,
So
buddy.
far, good. I like the shirt. I love the shirt. Yes, I'm ready to throw down some pie.
All right.
Now, Zak is a top-notch professional. He's been doing this for 25 years, right? 30 years? Where did you start at? Where did you start?
Mama's.
At Mama's Pizza, and that was where?
Back in the 70s, so we're going back too far already.
Go back too far already. So where were you after that?
Green Lantern, you name it.
I understand that you make up a lot of the recipes too that you use.
Well, yeah, I've used different recipes. I blend recipes. We had top pizza at Mama's back in the early 70s, and against Buddy Shields and all that.
That's a sweet thing.
And we had #1 pizza.
Well, right now you work for a #1 pizza place, and that's really cool because you're still doing what you've been doing.
30 years.
Yeah, he works at Primo's in Birmingham. So he's here to do some pizza making for us because I don't know how to make pizza, and Dan loves to make pizza. The director of the show loves to make pizza, so I thought we'd bring in a pro, and we're going to feed everybody later on because
give him a little Pizza 101.
Yeah, Pizza 101, but GMO forgot that the studio doesn't have an oven, so we're going to have Rudy. Rudy, come here for a second. Come here, just pop your head in here real quick.
Yeah.
Turn around right here and smile for the camera. Rudy's going to take Zak to make the pizzas over at my house. We're going to fry them up over there and then bring them back and eat them at the end of the show. Okay, Ru?
Sure will.
All righty. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zak Steele making his pizzas.
All right, my assistant, I would like some dough balls and some flour. Danke. All right, you're going to get messy in the kitchen, but it's all about having fun, My kids used to love all that, Let's throw a little flour on the table, Got your dough balls, Kids like to stretch them and throw them around and all that fun stuff. But the kids have a tendency of putting holes in them, but that's okay because, they got dough repair kits, So you just, patch it up, Spin them out a couple times. Get it all stretched out. Now, back in the old day when I learned how to do this, we used to cook on cornmeal, which is kind of like old school. You used to have to make the pizza on a paddle and then shake it in the oven. But now with all this modern technology, we got these fancy screens. So, that's all good. So, you stretch them out.
Don't they use conveyor belts too nowadays?
Yeah, all that fun stuff. Conveyor belts.
Baker's ovens are better, aren't they?
Personally, I like the old school gas ovens, I don't have my docker, but you dock it. Well, back in the day before you had a docker, you had a fork, so you poke the bubbles in it. New technology, it's all good.
All right. Every time I do that, it ends up on the ceiling or over my fist or something,
There used to be a joke at work, you'd put a hole in the pizza and they go, "Hey, would you go get me a dough repair kit?" Sorry, there's no such thing. You just kind of fold it over and fix it.
Okay, I thought there was because I used to break pieces off and put them on top of there. And,
Got to do what you got to do to make it right.
All right,
So
these are going to be pizzas.
Ones.
These are going to be pizzas we're going to eat tonight.
We got a couple of round ones stretched out, but we want to kick it up. I'm gonna make a big one.
Kick it that box.
The big one. And then we're even gonna make a square one too, because the crust on a square is totally different than on a round pizza. It's thicker, and then when the dough rises and the cheese melts, you put the cheese up against the side of the pan. It kind of bonds together, which makes a totally different crust. Let's see if we can do this.
Woo. All right.
Oh, and then if you want, with this 20th century stuff, you want thin crust. So what you got to do, you got to go one more time, and then when you put it on the screen, what we do is you pull it over the screen, and then you cut all this edge off.
Got a knife, Ro? You want to hand him a knife?
And then you make it's a thinner crust. You don't got all that big fat crust on the edge. But you know, that's like, I don't know.
There's no knife there?
Maybe you guys that are into that like low cal pizza and you don't want to eat all that dough.
Oh, the low carb pizza?
Yeah, you know, it's like they call it a thin crust. But you know, it's all good. Heck, I remember back in the day where everybody goes, "Give me double dough." I mean, I got a pizza this thick. You know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of dough. So we got these. So now we're gonna get a little sauce and some cheese.
Yep. This is my favorite part. It's getting closer.
We'll make the square one last.
Okay.
So I'm used to a spoon, but I can bear with the ladle. It's all good. Put a little, oh, look at this. Nicey stone. She's very nice. Here, Sam, you want to try to sauce one of these up, buddy?
Yeah, I'll try one. What the
You
heck?
got the ladle. I got the spoon because I'm good with the spoon.
All right.
So you just spread it around. You want to keep about an inch gap.
From the
got
sides?
that nice crust. You know, just kind of spread it around there. Try to keep it nice and even.
Look at this. I'm making pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And this should stretch the whole thing, right?
I remember back in the day when I first learned how to do this. Used to be a bar my mom and dad used to take us to. I used to get to play shuffleboard and play the Purple People Eater on the jukebox. She'd set me up on a table and cook on cornmeal. But she would take the slicer and she would grind the cheese right on the slicer and then put strips on there. But now, modern technology,
This cheese is that. They look like
we have Carlos Santana.
gerbil pedants.
Wow!
Yeah.
Shredding the cheese for you. So you want to go right up to the edge.
Okay.
You know, nice.
Those are like
generous
cheese
amount, not
pellets,
get
aren't
crazy.
they?
Yeah. Okay, cheese pellets. That's good. I thought you were gonna say something.
Remember,
silly.
make it a little bit, not as much cheese. Rose doesn't like that much cheese.
Oh, okay. Well,
Our assistant
we'll do
Rose.
that. Oh, what's this on the edge?
That's
no
called
good.
inexperienced.
That's okay. We're gonna let you slide on that because it's your show.
All right.
Okay,
Ooh.
so we'll go a little light on cheese on this side. Okay, so there's some cheese. You want to put a little cheese on there?
One bad. I keep looking at my
Gmo?
fingers. Okay.
Okay, we'll do this one light cheese for Rose.
All right.
What do you think?
She's all, yeah, I'm for it. I'll do this one double cheese for me.
Okay, well then if you're gonna get all piggy, then I'll put a little more in here. Do we have any pepperonis or little toppings for these?
Now, this is Dan, the director's favorite part. He likes to make what he calls a symmetrical pizza. He places all his pepperonis just perfect.
You know,
You know, he sets them around
You
it.
know-
It's a good pizza.
I hate to say it, but I have been called the Picasso pizza because,
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a pizza and it'll taste good, but if you make a pizza and it
Looks
good,
bad?
it tastes better.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got a new dictionary coming out. It doesn't taste better, it tastes better-er.
Better.
You want a little pepperoni
Yeah, I'll
there,
take some
Sammy?
of that there.
So then, you know, put your little pepperonis on, space them apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give them a little room. Personally, I like them separated because it just, you get more out of your pepperoni if they're separated.
I've seen people get double pepperoni, man. That's
Oh, I got a
that's
guy that gets triple pepperoni. You
Triple
can't even
pep.
see the cheese
Wow.
on the pizza. It's so crazy.
This is great.
Unfortunately, we don't have any vegetables or any of that fancy stuff, but we're just, you know,
We're just
being
doing the
casual.
101 for tonight. You
Yeah,
know, we can
101,
come back
you
and
know.
show you how to make a
Yeah,
special
I
pizza.
can show you how to make gourmet pizza.
Come, yeah.
They, we have
We
what
got to
they-
have pizza every time we do the
we
show.
don't,
That's
we
what we're
don't
paying
have
people.
it, so, you know, if he wants me to come back, they have a breakfast pizza I used to bake. And you scramble up a bunch of eggs.
Hear that, Dan?
some
Breakfast
ham,
pizza. You like
some
that?
bacon, blend about 3 different kinds of cheese. But when you do it, you build the crust up real nice and thick on the side, but no sauce. Then you put your eggs down.
Ooh.
Then you put your meat, and then you put your cheese on top. Bam, put it in the oven, comes out, and you got like an omelet pizza.
We got a drummer here tonight. Is it you like extra pepperonis or anything like that?
'Cause-
Edward, what
'cause
about
we
you?
got
Edward,
lots of
the artist?
pepperoni, but
They like it all. Well, it's pizza, so
we
you
got
know.
lots of
They, what
pepperoni,
they,
so we're all good with that.
we all know what that's for good.
Okay,
So,
now
right.
Rose, would you do me a favor? Would you hand me that square one over there, hon? Don't be all getting all carried away. We're not. doing
Whoops,
that
we got.
for
Oh, that's right.
Sammy.
You need the sauce back, don't you?
Sure.
I almost, took all the cheese and shit.
This is your deep dish. Now in a deep dish, there's only one request. You know, like when I'm making a deep dish pizza, is like as you can see the edge, you don't want to get the sauce on the side of the pan. You want to keep about a half-inch gap.
And you don't want to wash these pans too much. I mean, you basically
No, you
you
don't
wipe
wanna
them,
wash
right?
'em.
Because
You
it'll
wipe 'em
take all
out.
the oils away, right?
You wipe them out with a wet rag. That way you get all the, stuff out of there.
Right.
So you just want to spread around nice and even. But you don't want the pan, or the sauce, I'm sorry, to touch the side of the pan. Because what that does
It burns
is
and it smells?
Well, no. It breaks the bond of the dough and the cheese bonding together.
Okay. Interesting.
So
The physics of
on a square,
of
you just
pizza.
want to go right up against the side
I'm
of the
getting
pan.
hungry.
Well, way to go, Gima. You used all the cheese.
I know. Here, you want to take some
That's
back?
all right. We'll rough it.
Rose, that's your pizza too.
Another light sauce one.
Another light sauce one
Light
here.
sauce, light cheese.
I know. I totally wiped out on this pizza here.
Yeah, you got all
There you go.
So anyway, then you get your, all the way around. But on the squares, you want it all the way up against the side of the edge of the pan, because that's what makes your crust.
All
Then
right.
you
Hey,
put your
Rudy, why don't you get
toppings,
some boxes over here? Let's get this start packaging.
And yeah, we're good to go.
Come on up over to that side.
Look at this: double cheese, light cheese, and no
Hello.
cheese. You want to take that cheese right to
Open
the
the
edge.
lid up like this.
Same with the toppings. The closer to the edge, the better, because when it melts, everything wants to run to the center.
Well, ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen, you've been watching the GMO Show. And like I say on my website, we work for pizza, so we figured we might as well just make some here with Mr. Zak Steele.
Thank you.
ZZ Zak is what he's like to be known as.
Yeah, well.
Pizza extraordinaire, the Picasso of pizzas. So we're going to go take them pizzas, shove them in the oven, and then later on you're going to see us having some slices of pizza at the end of the show. Okay? We'll see you in a few minutes.
Well, Sammy, you used up way too much cheese.
I know, I threw the cheese on the hell out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new talk show in the future, the GMo Show, starring your host, GMO. Tonight's guest star. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, GMO.
Welcome back to the GMO Show, everyone, and I am your host, GMO. As I've said before, we have musicians, artists, comedians, actors, actresses, business people, and anybody who thinks they have something to say about themselves on this show. But tonight, we're making pizza again on the GMO Show, and this is going to be Pizza 102 again with Zak Steele. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zak Steele and Pizza 102. We work for pizza here because this is all public access, and that's how we get people to show up. Feed them and they'll show up. But we got our excellent cook here, Zak, who did Pizza 101 with us before, is now going to do Pizza 102.
Ta-da.
Now, what's so different about Pizza 102, Zak?
Well, we're gonna. I don't want to say kick it up, but we're gonna do square because we didn't get to do square last time because we ran out of cheese.
Oh, yeah. I did
So-
9 handfuls of cheese on a small pizza.
So what I was gonna do is I was gonna stretch a square first, and
All right.
show you how to.
This is interesting, folks. Watch, this is really
just
cool.
kind of stretch it out and after you stretch them out, you want it to let it sit for about 15-20 minutes to let the dough rise. So.
Oh, do the slap thing. You do that.
We cheated, so we're going to put this one in here, and then we're just going to let this one sit,
Okay.
and then we're going to go to a pre-stretched, which,
Pre-stretched dough, which happens a lot in TV land.
and it's already ready to go. It's been
Is
rising.
this one for me?
Yeah, this one's for
one
you,
for me?
Gmo.
Is
but
this
you
my
don't-
cheese?
No. You've been put on a governor. You're on a.
Too much cheese.
Too much cheese, too much cholesterol.
right.
Now you can see you got to leave a little space all the way around the edge.
With the cheese, too?
No, the cheese you want to go right up against the side of the pan, Glenn.
Ooh, we've got feta cheese. We got. Look at all this good.
Okay, we're gonna make a veggie. We're gonna make a veggie pizza, and we're gonna make a Hawaiian pizza. The veggie is gonna have fresh mushrooms, black olives, onion, green pepper, and the Hawaiian's gonna have ham, bacon, and pineapple.
Okay.
And
So I
then
get
we'll
to do
throw
this, eh?
we'll throw a round one in. Yeah, well,
How's that?
I don't know if I'm trusting you with this. So
How
here,
many-
let
what,
me go
yeah,
like
yeah?
this. You go first. You want to hit the edge
Okay.
all the way around, because that's what makes your crust.
Right.
So first you hit your edge.
Okay.
Fill in the center, bam. Okay, now you want to equally distribute a few of those mushrooms, onion, green pepper, black olives.
Fresh mushrooms.
While you're doing that, I'm going to do up the Hawaiian one.
All right.
So
You know, if people don't know who Zak
here.
is, he works at Primo's Pizza, and he's like a staple there. You're famous there.
Yeah.
You can go watch him throw pizzas the way he spins them up in the air.
Yeah, we might even be able to spin one today for you if you're...
Now, am I putting too many mushrooms on this thing, or is this good?
No, you're good. I like to take them when they're really big like that and break them
up?
Yeah, because
Yeah, because
you know, it just kind of...
when you're biting into them, they kind of slide off and slap you in
then
the
you're
face
like,
and
yeah,
chin.
you're getting all that extra. Everything's fresh every day. We make our dough every day. We make sauce every day.
All right, there's 2.
Okay, you want to put some black olives on there?
Sure.
You want
And
some, how
our
about
lovely
some feta?
assistant, Rose, when you come over here, when you got a minute, when I come over
Throw a
here.
little feta on there. Would you hand me the bacon?
Bacon. Whoop.
Yeah, we're going to go Hawaiian.
Bacon.
Bam.
Let's see. Yeah. Black olives.
All fresh ingredients. You know,
Come on over here, Little Rose.
this is, you know, this ain't...
Little
Emerald-
Rose is also our new announcer to the show, so when it's ladies and gentlemen.
This
That's
isn't
her
Emerald
voice that's
Live,
speaking out
but,
there.
you know, we like to use all fresh ingredients, you know.
Here, Rose.
So you got grande
Can you take
mozzarella.
this one, please? You don't want to
You
get on
got
camera?
ham, bacon, pineapple.
Okay.
Now, I just thought maybe you might want to do one round pizza.
Yeah, we want to see you
So
show
I thought
pizza.
we'd do
Here you go, Rose.
I
Thank
thought
you
we'd
very
do
much.
pepperoni and fresh mushroom. So you want to stay a little bit away from
If
the
you saw
edge.
the show last time when Zak was on, when he was throwing it up in the air, I made the pizza get lit on the edge. So we're going to try it again. And the whole thing about it is, I think the backgrounds that we're going to.
Oh, we're not going to be able to use this one because it's too big.
It's too big.
But that's okay. No, it's too big. I was just playing.
Okay.
I was having fun.
Does
Okay.
everybody like our backgrounds of Italy? Isn't this cool? You know, we got the mandolins, everything playing.
All right, so give it a couple stretches.
All right.
One's enough.
Can I try this one?
Oh yeah, you can
Yeehaw!
have fun with it.
Oh, look it. Ready?
Oh God. It's the GMo show. You can do what you want, folks. We got a big budget.
Who wants it?
Okay, so you got your round. Put it out on the screen. I mean, you can make an omelet pizza. I mean, I've done one with.
Omelet pizza would be pretty interesting.
You could do Western or meat omelet. You know.
I like the way that sounds. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You're just always tempted to do something with dough.
It's the little things in life.
Well, Zak, thank you very much for coming up on the GMO show again. This is Pizza 102 with Mr. Zak Steele, and we're going to send him out to get these baked up, and he'll be back at the end of the show. But right now, we're going to go to Deborah Windham, and then we're going to go to Darren Counts after that. Okay? We'll be back in a minute.